when you go back and you look at these 10 years, or you go back even further, homeownership remains one of the best investments you can make in the Austin area, because in general, we're trending up.
Hi, Kathy Sokolic and Ashley Jackson here with your Mueller Residential Group, and we are doing a Q1 look back on what's going on in the marketplace.
Plus this month's activity from March.
True. And you know what? We're also going to do a big 10-year look back. Okay, so let's start with Q1 here. We had for the entire quarter.
For townhomes.
Well,
right?
Nope, that's all residents.
Oh, this is all residents. Okay.
Ashley doesn't have her glasses
I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so forgive me.
So I'll read it for her. So median price for all properties sold about $850. There were 23 total sales based on these stats, 25 active listings, and 2.8 months of inventory. Again, what that months of inventory means,
how many homes are sitting on the market and how long it would take to go through the inventory that we have for sale right now in the market that we're in.
Which makes sense because the median days on market is 83. So that makes sense. And I want to note too that the median price per square foot of sold properties was $425 a square foot. And the original sale price to close price ratio was 94%. So we're still not closing at list price, we're closing under.
That makes sense. And just a reminder, that was all property types.
All property types
right.
in the whole neighborhood.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And then this is single family.
For Q1.
Q1.
Median price of $850. 11 closed sales. These numbers are bigger, I can read them. 8 active listings and 2.4 months of inventory.
Yep.
Okay.
And the price per square foot, so this is neat, and this is why we pulled these data for us today, was $457, almost $458 a square foot for the single family detached, but 95 days on market. So just kind of some interesting sub data. And then we're going to look at townhomes next, which is interesting.
Right, with a little bit higher median price, but I think we want to make a little note here. 2023 is the median year built, so we're pulling in some of the new builds, as some of the in-town condos, specifically the townhomes that have a little bit higher price.
Right, but the median price per square foot for townhomes for Q1 was only $400 and almost $12 a square foot. So just kind of something to look at. I think that's really interesting that it makes sense, it tracks, it's what you would expect. Single family homes are selling at more per square foot.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was our Q1 analysis.
And then we're just going to dial into just March in general, since we like to do a monthly anyway.
So townhomes, $820 median price, 1 closed sale for March. A little sluggish for March for townhomes. 11 active listings and 3.3 months of inventory. So buyers, they've got some choices.
They've got choices. And the median price per square foot, $417 a square foot, and the ratio is still lower, even at 93.7%. So people are still pricing a little too high for what the market is willing to bear. So just something to keep in mind there.
Okay, for single family homes, this is also for March. Days on market, 39. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
And there were 5 closed sales in March, which is good information. And the median price is $1,073,000. And the median size on that, something else to note, that we have that high price, but it's also 2,360 square feet. So that's what we're looking at there. And the price per square foot, again, higher than the townhomes, $441.85. Yeah. And
talk to that.
Yeah. And then the single family detached, the ratio, the closed price to sale price was 95%. So a little bit closer to that list price is where things are closing. So we also pulled this data, and we'll put these charts on so y'all can look at what we're looking at. But over the last 10 years, we did see an incredible increase in the price per square foot, or just the sale price of the homes. So this one's single family only, but the days on market has just really crept up here in 2025. And around the close price, we are now below 2021 sales prices. So I think that's really important when you're planning and when you have expectations set for the sale of your home, that we are now below those prices. And the peak really was that 2021, 2022 era.
Yeah.
We're just not there anymore, y'all.
And it's not just Mueller. This is citywide.
Oh yeah.
I pulled some stats for the Barton Hills neighborhood for a client yesterday, and it was really similar to this. But the good news is when you go back and you look at these 10 years, or you go back even further, homeownership remains one of the best investments you can make in the Austin area, because in general, we're trending up.
Right.
We had that wild appreciation during the pandemic, and we've lost some of those gains, but we're still above 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important to note.
Exactly. And then we see similar numbers when we look at all property types. So the other one was single family home, and then the all type property types, we're looking at the same types of data where we are now below 2021 numbers. So just something to think about when you're planning your buying and selling.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a decently balanced market. A home that is priced right, staged well, and fairly move-in ready will sell.
Mm-hmm.
It may take a few weeks longer than Austinites are used to, but it is going to happen, especially when you follow the advice of your realtor who is following market trends.
Right. Yeah, it's wild to see the median days just be for years, like hover right around 20, mm-hmm. and now we're over 80. So just keep that in mind. That is citywide.
Yep.
All right. Thanks. Call us all the time with any of your real estate needs. We're happy to help you. Rooted in Mueller, but serving
all of Central Texas.
All of it. Thanks.
Bye, y'all.